Hello!
Hi.
And welcome to Lost on the Couch. Hassan, you start. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Hassan.
I'm Zola. I'm Audrey.
And I'm David. And we are here to watch Lost. Season 1, Episode 21. It's called The Greater Good.
Ooh.
After what really bad thing just happened.
Right.
Yeah.
What happened last episode?
Boone died.
Boone died.
Boone died. Or was he murdered?
Murdered.
Yeah, he died.
I think he died.
I'm the prosecutor here. I'm prosecuting John Locke for murder of the third
I
degree.
agree with Audrey and David.
3 versus 1. Jury
Well,
rules.
Jack seems to agree
Not
with
guilty.
Hassan.
Jack is the doctor.
Well,
He's
Jack just had to
disqualified.
kind of kill a man, so I feel for him. I understand why he's upset. I mean, human instinct is put the blame on someone else other than yourself,
Well, also,
which it wasn't
for
his
all
fault.
Jack knows, like, let's talk about how Locke brought the body,
Yeah.
dropped it, and disappeared. So
Yeah.
it does seem very suspicious of Locke.
It's
Yeah.
not suspicious. It's downright murder. He knew what happened to him, yet he made light of the situation and then disappeared without caring about how things turned
Well,
out.
I think he
He should have been there for Boone.
He was
Yeah.
more focused on
should have been
the
there for him.
island.
Yeah, on his ambition of opening this chamber for
But
himself.
Claire had a baby, so, that's good.
That is cool.
Does it have a name yet?
I wonder what they're gonna name
There was no
him.
name.
Let's
It was
guess
the boy.
what the name
Boone!
is.
They're gonna name it Boone.
Shut up. I
No?
swear if it's Boone,
Woo,
I'll be so upset.
Hilarious.
So wait, let's guess what the names are.
Okay, you
gonna
each get 2 guesses for a boy name.
Ethan Roth. I'm just kidding.
We named him Ethan
be.
after
I
your abductor.
say either Max
Max, okay.
or.
Okay, Hassan, do you have a guess?
Yes, Boone.
I kind of have like a weird feeling that it might be Alex because of Danielle's son or daughter that we don't know. I don't know.
I
It
feel
would be like a weird irony moment.
I'm thinking.
Does she know? I don't think Claire knows.
No,
the
she
French
doesn't.
woman. No,
But
that'd be bizarre.
did she ever mention names when she was talking to her boyfriend at the time?
I can't remember.
I
She
don't
did not.
remember. Okay.
I'm thinking either Max
Why Max?
or there's already a Jack.
Baby names 2004.
I think maybe no, because there's like there's
2004.
Locke. There's
I said Max.
Rousseau.
Yeah, I was
There's
also
Jack.
thinking the same thing because there's already a Jack for Jacques Rousseau, John
Who's-
Locke,
Who's like the guy that like invented the anarchy ideology?
Montesquieu.
No, she's
That's a
not.
great
I don't
first
think she. No.
Well,
Call him
then.
Monty for
Anarchist.
short.
Who's the Marxist? What's his name?
Karl Marx.
Carl. I bet it's Carl.
Terrible baby name, but
It's an ugly name.
No,
but
I
that's a
don't
good-
know. I don't remember Montesquieu's first name though. Montesquieu's the one
His
who
name's
who
just
did
Monty.
separation of
Isn't
powers.
his last name Montesquieu?
Yeah, that's
So
what
you're
I said.
you
I
guys
don't
are
know
thinking
his
maybe
first-
something along the lines of what they've been doing, like philosophical or something.
Yeah, maybe Carl.
Claire's like kind of a hippie though, so it could be something like rain. Like
That's true.
like
That's
something
true.
that's
Basil.
in the basil leaf.
Leaf.
Anything found
Oh
on
my
the
gosh,
island.
leaf.
I feel like it's gonna be something meaningful though.
Yeah.
To her or to us?
To
To
her.
her.
To her, yeah,
Yeah.
something that means.
Unless
I
she
feel like,
names him after Charlie.
I feel like girl names would be
Charlie the
easier. Like if
Charlie
she did
Jr.
like Hope or Grace or like something that was like,
Uh-huh.
like related to them surviving.
Have you ever met anyone named Life?
No. Do you?
No, I just thought maybe it would be an interesting name.
I wonder if there's a word that
weird.
means
That's a
life.
stupid name.
Maybe if there's a name, yeah, maybe like Audrey said, if there's a name that means life or something. It was nice because Kate said this baby is all of ours. That was very sweet too. Because really, like, it is. Like, it's going to take everybody to help raise that baby.
Maybe they will call him Carl because this is the community helping together.
What was the
Carl
guy?
Communism.
Marx.
What's the name of the guy who made communism again?
Karl Marx.
Oh, same thing.
Yes.
Marxism is communism.
Yes.
I knew that.
His name's just Mark.
Oh.
But could you imagine looking at that cute baby and being like, Mark?
Apparently thousands of people all over the
Apparently a
world.
lot
My
of
dad's
people
name
did.
is Mark. He
Oh,
watches this.
sorry, Mark. Sorry, Mr.
One of my
Matthew.
closest friends who's from Polish, his name is Mark. Hey, Mark.
Speaking of Mark, last
Mark
episode,
Dabrowski.
Jack's best man's name was Mark Silverman.
Oh,
If you remember from Jack's very first episode when young Jack is being beat up and the other, not beat up, but held down and his friend is being beat up. Do
it
you
was
remember that?
Mark.
And then he goes in to visit his dad, and his dad was like, "What happened?" He's like, "Some guys jumped Mark Silverman, same guy."
Aw,
So they've been friends ever since. Great.
What other philosophers are there? There's Carl. There's
You're gonna have to figure it out.
Well, let's watch the episode, shall we? I fast forwarded through the previously on.
Maybe
And-
if she's a fan of Robespierre, Maximilian.
Max?
Maximilian.
But Robespierre is not a philosopher. He's
That's true.
A
He's
murderer.
This
a-
episode is called The Greater Good. Any predictions about this
No.
episode? What's going down? Quick predictions.
I don't know.
they're gonna let it
Oh, I
go
do
with
that.
Locke for some reason.
They're gonna what?
They're gonna let it go with Locke for some reason.
They're gonna forgive him?
For some reason.
What if they can't find him? Because what if he's already gone into the hatch?
Ooh, that's a great theory.
What if the hatch is a spaceship?
I feel like
Underground spaceship.
it's something like Locke is gonna be like everyone's gonna confront him about him letting Boone die, and he's gonna be like, I did it for the greater good. Like I let Boone go for the rest of you because
Oh.
we don't know what's in this hatch.
I did it for us.
I don't think people would understand that.
Same.
No, they
or
wouldn't.
be very forgiving for that because
They
they're like,
wouldn't.
well, what? So you think the hatch is going to be revealed to a greater audience instead of just Locke in this episode? Like, do you think other people will find out about it? That's,
Well, yeah, I think eventually, especially with how many times Locke has lied, and he's gonna have to
Also,
tell
remember
to get himself out of the
Boone
situation.
told Jack about the lock.
Well,
I mean,
hatch.
about the
yeah,
hatch.
but he didn't know
Right.
what that meant. Like, he was so incoherent the whole time, you know.
But if he finds the hatch, he'll know. What
Then he'll
Boone
know,
is talking
yeah.
about.
Mhm.
And he understood him say like Locke didn't want people to say or whatever he said.
He
like
told me
it's a
not to tell
secret.
anyone.
Yeah. So he's gonna know
Mm.
something. I feel like Locke has to tell people about the hatch to get out of him being accused of murdering.
Also, it's called the greater good. So I feel like a lot of people are going to be confronting Locke for the greater good.
Mm.
Or Locke might be
Audrey
saying,
said
like
that
you
already.
said, about like he's going to say it's for the greater good for us.
Yeah.
And whose episode do you think it's going to be about?
So
Saeed.
Yep.
It's a good guess. Zola has been wanting another Saeed episode as I've been editing these things.
Or maybe
Ever
it's
since his
greater
last
good because
episode.
it's about Saeed. and
Really?
his
I say Saeed
time.
every episode?
Well, you said like twice now how you hope for another Saeed episode.
I guess the greater good could be about Saeed being like how
In
he
the
like
army?
let her go and left. He clearly left the army.
We still don't know why he was in Australia.
No.
It's true. Maybe we'll find out. All right, let's do it. Here we go.
Oh my Saeed!
Is there anything I can do for you? He knew what was happening to him, that he was brave.
Oh. You're doing so much work to frown.
Let's get to it, shall we?
Last week, 300 pounds of C4 explosives were stolen from an army base outside of Melbourne. 300 pounds of C4. I want it back.
You're the CIA? Plant a few bucks.
Oh, we have. But you're gonna get inside
I
first.
am Iraqi. I am not a terrorist.
We snatched you up because you know one.
Dang!
Your roommate at Curry University.
Why should I care?
Because we know where she is.
Nadia?
Noura Verjassin. You wanna know where she is? Then we're going to Sydney.
Does that mean she's in LA? Is that why he was going to Sydney from Sydney to LA?
Maybe.
Kate, what are you doing out here?
You haven't slept. You're gonna ruin your own
Locke
life.
lied. His leg was crushed. And I based my medical treatment on his lie.
I need you to come back, Jack.
This is so sad.
I know. I didn't like it.
You want to say something?
Dude, Jack looks so pale.
I know.
I didn't know Boone very well,
Oh, I knew
and for
it.
that I'm sorry. But I'll remember his courage, and I know he will be missed.
It was my fault. We found a plane in the jungle. There was lives in the canopy. So
Is he gonna say it?
my leg was hurt. So his weight must have made the plane shift, and it fell and happened because he was trying to help us. He was a hero.
Is Jack gonna attack him?
I know. Jack looks
Where were
real rough.
Where were you? Where the hell were you, you son of a bitch? You
Dang!
Whoa.
Jack's stronger than I give
Listen,
him credit
we
for.
knew Jack was gonna reach breaking point. He's been holding it together, and he looks really bad.
Yeah, he does.
He does.
It's like that time when he wasn't sleeping, but way worse.
Jack, what's the matter? Are you okay? Are you
He's
okay?
gonna throw up.
He's passing.
He's lying. Suffering from fatigue.
Locke told Bruno not to tell her. Something about a hatch.
Jack, listen.
So the man is hiding something.
What we need is for the one doctor on this island to get some sleep.
You need some rest.
Get him, son.
Allahu Akbar.
Said, it is you.
Hassan, what are you doing in Sydney?
I've been traveling.
I'm not three qadar. I got threes.
Sounds like good, honest work.
So much for my philosophy degree, huh?
Whatever puts food on you.
Why don't you come over?
I'd love to. I've had the misfortune of being landlocked for several years. Okay, the beaches here are very nice. Perhaps we can go. Exactly what kind of trees do you cut? Who are you? I was a communications officer.
Saeed was a Republican guard. He knows things.
Perhaps it is fate.
Fake
Late.
baby.
Dang, that baby grew fast.
Really. It's okay. I can take care of Turnip Head for a while. Turnip Head? It's just what I'm calling him. You give him a name because his head. Turnip.
Turnip head.
He's
Terrible
sweet.
name.
You really can't work out. His Nick. His Nick.
Dude, Locke, change your shirt. Have some decency. It's your brother's blood.
First time you offered to hunt with me, I should have said no.
He would have gone anyway.
I can't say I understand what you're going through, but I know what it feels like when you lose family. I hope you can forgive me. I'm sorry.
How does Locke keep it together and like he's always so like straight about everything? Except for when the hatch wouldn't open. I guess he cried.
You asked if you could do anything for me. John Locke killed my brother. Will you do something about that?
Oh my god, no.
What?
That's what happens when there's a psychopath on the island.
Who? John Locke?
No,
Shannon.
So self-absorbed.
You need to lie down.
No, I don't.
I strongly advise it.
Advice.
He can't even get up.
Now.
I crushed up some sleeping pills.
Put him in your juice.
You drugged me?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all he said. Okay.
Jack's cute. I feel bad for him.
I know.
Night, night.
Then at least he's cleaning his shirt now. Disgusting.
Weird. He's just stoic a whole new.
It's
How did
happening.
you get that? War wound. Looks more like a surgical scar. Was Boone able to pick up a signal?
I was on the ground. All I could hear was static.
Some of its parts might work in the transmitter I'm building for the RAW. If you'd be willing to take me.
Of course.
Is he trying to get him alone? No, because that's creepy.
You and Boone were hunting. At the funeral, you said your leg was injured.
It was just a Charlie horse.
Charlie horses don't
Another
last
question?
long.
Jack called me a liar in front of every man, woman, and child I've come to know. And maybe there's a part of you that thinks maybe there isn't a plane down here at all.
I know when I'm being lied to. There's a
Dang.
plane.
He didn't say he believed your leg injury thing. It fell completely
You haven't
off.
lost your touch.
For the past 2 weeks, he's been asking me about explosives.
Do you know if he's gotten hold of any yet?
All I know is there's going to be an operation, and there is going to be a martyr.
You.
Hada told me this morning. I don't think I can do it.
I can get the Sam to turn himself in. He wants out.
Does he know where the C4 is?
No.
Then he's useless. The only way to find that C4 is to wait for his son to walk out that door with a target hit. That's why you're gonna convince him to go through with it.
What? That's such stupid logic.
You're not even close to being done, my friend.
We'll arrest her. Your girlfriend's an Iraqi living abroad with a record of insurgency.
That.
So if you want any chance of ever seeing her again, you're gonna go and talk your good friend Assam into blowing himself up.
Wow.
Horrible.
Love the decency there. Way to sugarcoat it. Bad transition.
All right, time to break out the big guns.
Wow, I feel good. No. I feel good.
Didn't work.
Dude, that's all I got.
What the hell was that?
Such a really move.
Heroin.
Cargo holds full of it.
The plane was flushed in the canopy. Why did you lie?
I made a mistake.
I'm going to salvage what I can of the radio.
Why don't you trust me, Saeed?
You've been carrying a gun you've told no one about. We found one of the smugglers about half a click west of here. And this.
Probably shouldn't have done that since he's on a
Now you're armed
mission
and
to help Shannon.
You gave this to me because I caught you concealing it. That earns you adaptability. Okay, I'll tell you something you don't know. You, Kate, and Sawyer went out into the jungle to triangulate a signal. You were hit from behind, knocked unconscious. That was me.
Why? We knew that. We did
You
know that. Didn't you guess that?
Guessed it.
I have no idea.
You ruined my chance to find the source. The source of a distress call that kept saying they're dead and killed them all over and over. Is that a place you really want to lead people to? Why not tell me then?
Because back then you wouldn't have engaged in reasonable debate. Did you burn that off, John? No, Saeed, I didn't.
What is the hatch?
The hatch?
Boone mentioned it before he died.
The hatch?
John.
Saeed's like, I know you're lying.
2 hatches on a plane, Saeed. Could be forward or aft.
I'm not sure if I can do this. With those people, the Imam preaches peace, Saeed.
Innocent lives will be lost in service of a greater good.
Greater good.
Do we just accept their debts? Because if we do, it means ultimately we get nothing about them.
Haddad was right. It was fate that brought us back together. Will you do this with me?
No.
I will.
No. Oh my gosh.
I spoke to Locke.
What did he say?
He took me to the plane. I believe what happened was an accident.
So that's it?
I know how strong the need can be to find someone to blame.
You don't get it, do you?
What do you want? Him to kill him? Like, I don't know what you
That's
want,
pretty dumb.
Shannon. Because that's going to make you feel better.
What if a shark attacks? What if we die?
We are not gonna die.
Boone died.
I need some help with this baby.
No.
No.
Want to keep that kid quiet?
You want to keep quiet?
Say something, say anything.
I like that thing a lot better inside than I like it outside.
Charlie. Wakey wakey. From your 3-day nap.
Has she just been sitting there this whole time?
She just drugged you way too
Watching him
much.
sleep.
That Friends episode. Chandler's roommate watches him sleep.
What's in it? Chloroform?
No, why are
The key to the gun case. It's gone.
I never even noticed.
What's going
I
on?
know it did fall off.
Locke took the key.
How do you know it was locked?
It wasn't Locke.
Shannon.
Shannon! You psychopath!
It's time.
So does Saeed think that he's gonna be able to stop her?
The CIA is kind of waiting there or something.
Stay relaxed and focused.
But they like wanted him to go through with it, so like that's what doesn't.
Not really good.
I mean, not really, but like.
Enough to know where the explosives are.
If you run into any problems, use this. The sound stopped. I'm working with the CIA. I'm going to give you 10 minutes to get away before I call them.
You said we were going to do this together. You said you lost someone.
He was
We were
setting you
separated
up
years
so
ago.
that you wouldn't die.
You used me to find a woman?
No, he just saved your life. I knew it!
You were supposed to be my brother, my friend.
I am your friend.
I hope she makes you whole again.
No! I hate this. He literally could have lived.
She doesn't believe me, Saeed. Shannon, you're not thinking rationally. You never buy the gun before.
Oh my.
If you do it, you can never take it back.
Why did you do it?
I told you it was an accident.
Did she really shoot him?
No.
The frick!
Get away.
Oh,
Yo,
she missed?
tie her up.
No, Locke is like laying there. What's happening?
Oh, it
went.
him?
Yeah.
Honestly, it looks like Jack wanted him to die.
No, that was Jack's fault, man.
I don't understand anything happening anymore.
There's a flash of red streaks down the Maple Dapple Vermont Highway.
Reading books. This class.
The 32-valve transmission clicks down again.
Look at his little frown.
350-pound feet.
At least someone likes Sawyer.
Which blend
Oh, what a happy little little family.
Guess Sawyer has to be the dad now.
Yeah. Sawyer's the nanny.
He lives in Irvine, California. Works as a lab tech in a medical testing company.
Knew it.
Plane
Los
tickets,
Angeles.
walking around managing.
What happens to his body?
He'll be cremated.
The Muslim man is supposed to be buried. I'll claim him and change my flight to tomorrow.
Except for that was the wrong move. Because now you're going to be stuck up on a deserted island. Everyone's losing their minds.
Another war wound.
Wow.
You know what it cost you?
I did it because I sense you might be our best hope of surviving here. And I simply don't trust you. And now you're going to take me to the hatch.
Hatch. I already showed you.
John, no more lies.
Do you think John knows at this point what's in it?
Dang.
Because remember, the light came on, and we haven't said anything since.
Mm-hmm.
The question is not what.
Because
It's why is he lying?
I know, that's what I was thinking. Because, like, I feel like he knows what's in it. Because if he didn't, still, he might be
More willing
to tell the truth. Because he's like, I don't know what's in it. I'm not going to lose my life over this.
But why wasn't he willing to tell back when they were digging it up? He was so secretive even back then.
Yeah, but now his life is on the line for it. Like, back then, like, nobody knew, and it was like, whatever, they think we're hunting. Now it's like, they think you're a murderer, and people are trying to shoot you. So I feel like it's worth, or maybe Locke's just crazy and is willing to risk it for the biscuit.
And how is Saeed so sure that Locke is lying about that?
Because he's
He's
an
spent
interrogator.
a lot of time.
Or he's good
He's
at
a
detecting.
badass interrogator.
He is. He knows.
And he's good at lying himself.
Because he said, I can tell when you lied to me.
What an interesting
And he saved
mix
that.
of people.
Yeah, I know. Seriously.
A lot.
Dude,
of
every
weird
time he kept saying that lying thing and he could tell when Locke was lying, I was like, wow,
Yeah.
Saeed is badass. But then when it went to his backstory, I kept feeling bad.
Saeed?
The CIA was not very good for him. Not very good to him.
They're assholes. That was horrible. How could they do that to him?
Yeah, that's pretty
I wonder
sad.
if it's really like that. Nobody knows, because, sorry,
'Cause
none
my
of us
uncle
are in
can't,
the CIA.
Yeah, it's like
Are
that
we?
in real life too. I think so.
I mean, it's nice
I
that
don't
they
know.
changed his flight.
Except that it...
Except for everything else. It's nice they agreed to that.
Except for the flight was the flight that would cause him to crash onto an island.
You think they plotted
There's
that
really
too?
no winning here.
We'll just let him crash in the island.
Flight
Then we
A15,
can go
right
arrest
ahead.
And it's
his
all
girl.
undercover.
Who knows? Maybe the CIA is.
Maybe the
involved in-
Black Rock is the CIA headquarters.
Oh,
It's
that's
Area
interesting.
51.
Maybe they're the
Ooh.
others.
I love these theories.
Are we actually in the US? It's Area 51.
Oh my god, imagine.
Yeah. Well, good
Anyways.
episode. Not quite as
Those
dramatic as the previous, but it was pretty.
I don't know.
Mean!
This episode was intense.
Okay, listen. They were dramatic, but in a
Different ways.
terrible way. Like
was
that I
more
didn't
like
want to see
serious,
any of
like-
that happen. Where the other two, I was like, oh, this is so exciting.
Have you written?
I definitely feel like that was like how everyone would react on an island if that happened.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
pretty realistic.
Everyone's
Except for-
like getting to their breaking point at this point.
Yeah, you
I
can
mean,
feel
it makes
building
sense
up.
that Saeed is the most level-headed because of his
He deals with the most
experiences.
intense things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shannon just annoyed me so much. I was like,
Yeah.
girl,
She's
like
a
I get
sociopath.
it,
Textbook.
but like, man. And I thought it was really rude of her to tell Saeed like you don't get it when like obviously he does.
He
get
just
it,
spent the
you
whole
know?
time with him trying to deduce whether or not.
I mean,
like, Locke
also,
was
but she
guilty.
said like you don't get it, but he has lost someone.
So
But-
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Does she
yeah.
know
When
that?
she
She
said
does know
that-
that, right?
I feel like he would have told her at least about Nadia. You know.
Does Shannon know about Nadia
Yeah,
at this
I
point?
don't
I don't
Comment
think so.
below.
What about his friend? Do you think Shannon knows about his friend too?
No,
Who
I don't.
committed
Think
suicide?
Yeah.
I feel like Saeed is
No.
still kind of like he doesn't want to tell people on the island what his like previous life was like.
The torturing.
Because like they know that he tortured people, but that's kind of like it.
That's true. You're probably right. I just felt for him when she said that. Because, like, we know
I know. We know he's.
Can we
good.
talk about how many people on this island have killed or caused someone else's death before coming to this island? Like,
Let's
your
talk about
average
it.
person does not experience death that much, and all of them have some sort of weird
Except for
story.
Michael.
His wife died.
Oh, yeah, his wife did die.
Yeah,
But then that was,
he
there
didn't
was no
do
type of
it.
Who's
murder.
Michael?
Walt's
You gotta
dad.
learn your character.
Every
Oh.
time. Jin didn't kill anyone, but he helped avoid killing people from her dad. And then like Sawyer killed someone. Kate says she killed someone. Jack has.
Well, Jack's a surgeon, so he's gonna have those.
He's dealt with death, but he hasn't killed anyone. Locke
Was a war veteran.
No, he wasn't.
He's lying.
That was a fake out in the first episode, and you've been thinking it this whole time.
But he said it was a war scar.
It was his kidney.
He was lying. It was the kidney that he got stolen.
That Saeed.
Oh, fudge! That's right.
That's why Saeed called him
That's
out.
why I laughed. I was like,
Saeed called him out later, and he was like, "So, this is another war scar, like the."
That's
thing
why
on
I
his
was like,
head.
Yeah, Saeed, because Saeed
I
even
didn't get
called him
that.
out. Saeed even called him out earlier in the episode. He was like, "What is that?" And he said, "War scar." He's like, "It looks more like a surgical scar."
Yes.
And he said, "Yeah, war scar."
I mean, of
he
all the
wasn't
people who
lying about
recognize
it,
that
but-
too would be Saeed.
Yeah. It's just, I feel like it's weird how many people have like some story with like someone being killed, and I'm like,
Maybe that's how it adds to the whole,
I mean, and
What the-
Hurley
the whole
too.
purgatory theories that David
That's
There's
probably
no
why-
purgatory.
No, but that
this
makes
is
sense why people
retribution
thought
for all
that.
of their actions.
You can understand why people.
That's
do that.
why people thought that. 'cause,
I mean,
like,
there is an element where each character is going through. They have to deal with their past.
Oh,
Usually,
yeah.
their flashbacks
Everyone.
relate to what's going on the island.
Yeah.
So, like, they are. But I mean, that's kind of what would happen is you kind of see who you really are when you're on an island with a bunch of
Nothing
strangers
else to
who
do.
have different, opinions than you and different experiences, and except they all kill people. But John
Yeah,
Locke
apparently.
maybe not.
So Jack hasn't killed anyone on purpose.
Yet.
Who else hasn't killed anyone? Walt and
Locke.
Michael, obviously. Locke, technically.
So did Locke kill Boone?
No.
Is he responsible for Boone's death?
Half.
Does that mean he killed him?
The fact that he's very reluctant to tell people about the hatch is more incriminating.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah. Why do you think that is? Like, why is he so secretive?
I think he
about
knows
this?
what's in there.
If he
now.
was like, I just didn't want to tell anyone about the hatch, it's like,
Fine.
you're a grown man. But the fact that he's still reluctant to tell people about the hatch, it's like.
Do you think he's gonna take
you feel
Saeed to the
guilty.
hatch?
Huh?
You think he's gonna take Saeed to the hatch? I think he's
Yeah.
kind of gonna be forced into it. Yeah.
At this point, yeah.
Yeah.
I
But-
think Locke's met his match.
But then I'm wondering, do you think
Mm,
Saeed will
yeah.
keep it a secret, or do you think he's gonna tell everyone?
I think
else?
Saeed will determine whether it's better to tell everyone or not.
for the
And
greater
you
good.
think he will make
Yeah.
probably an accurate
I
judgment?
think
on
so
that?
too.
He will take matters into his own
I
hands.
kind
Yeah,
of feel
I'll
like
go
it's
ahead.
gonna be.
I
like-
agree what you said though. Like Locke's met his match with Saeed.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree with that too.
I feel like it's kind of like what they did with the transmitter and the message and the polar bear and all that stuff. There's like this core group of people who know things, and then no one else does.
Mm-hmm.
They might do the same with the hatch, you think?
Why
Yeah.
did Locke admit to knocking him out because he didn't want to send everyone to the source of the transmission?
What?
Like, then he must know the source of the transmission.
No, he specifically said like there's this transmission going on for like 16 years now, saying like they came for us, and the threat. Do you really want to send all these people to that potentially dangerous place? Is what he was trying to say.
That was his explanation. Was like, they're all dead. They're all dead. Do you really want to send people there?
And he was finally telling the truth because he needed to prove to Saeed that he could trust him.
You need to. Yeah.
And when he was like, "Why didn't you tell me earlier?" I thought it was a good reason. He was like, "You would have never like rationally listened to me back then," which is true.
So
At that point, he
doesn't
was
want to
people were
alarm
still
the
in
people
such a
at the.
panic.
He didn't want to alarm the people at the source of the transmission.
He didn't want people to be
Aware
in
of them.
danger. No, he didn't want people to be in danger because the Frenchwoman said they're all dead. They're all dead. So he was thinking if we lead someone in that direction, where there's a
We're all
transmitter,
dead. We're all
then
dead.
all those people might be dead.
Yeah.
That was his explanation.
Is he afraid of what's at the source?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's afraid of it. He just was claiming, and this is
Not
all
to-
what he's saying. He's
Not
claiming.
to bring a whole group of people there.
Yeah. And can I offer potential thought as to maybe why he's not willing to
Terrific.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Guacamole.
We will see you next time. Season
Miso.
1, episode 22 is next.
Cheese.
Bye, guys.
Bye.